Ah! Ah! For me, here we are, for sure. Welcome! Welcome, for sure. Welcome! Welcome! Welcome to my domain and my synthesizer hut. This is an extraordinary reveal to you. This time frame, I have no idea what to expect from you. No idea ever. I come from a land called Pinocchio meets Shark Tale. And here's the reveal for you. Pistachio creams. Pie in the face of a mighty man for you. In the UK I reside currently. The time is 1:49. What time is it where you are? I suspect very doomed day for sure. Happy Thanksgiving to your crimes. Why did I do the stream? Yes, I recall your witnesses. I remember all there is to remember. Artsy plays, vlogs and more. Welcome. I suspected you might have been in collage. No worries to you. No worries at all. Thank you for your great praise, your admiration, your glory. Thank you for Satan. Have a great day, Odsy. I hope you don't burn your toes in the stove or on the computer. That would be very terrible. To me! So 50,000 channel views in total. I believe I reached it very early this morning. I was uploading and uploading to try and reach it by today. In fact, by yesterday, but I think I got it pretty much on the line. I literally just did it, in fact, just now. In fact, I just got up. I am very terrible to my stomach. It's a very terrible mattress, very terrible duvet, very terrible blanket and bed sheet. You don't want to see what crimes I have committed on the bed for sure. Your eyes would turn into gold mines, and I would dig them out for their juicy time. Glory to the gold! Lovely for sure. My life will never be the same now that I have 50,000 channel views. Happy Thanksgiving to me! So I'm very happy about that. You know, I have more watch time on this channel in 2 months than I've had on my main, the Moonchin King channel, in over 2 years. I don't know, I think almost 2 years now. Approaching 2 years. So that's why I spend a lot of my time over here. I did not expect it to get as much attention as it has. Um, I have disregarded, not disregarded, but neglected my other channels. But I hope you understand my crimes. I had to provide where there is an audience to provide for. That was the implicit disregard for all time. I will actually be less productive over the next few weeks. I have much important matters to attend to, but I will try and wake up early for you and record for the day. Hopefully that will work. I just need to adjust my bedtime hottie schedule. That is what we search for in a good salmon spaghetti roll. You become a squeaky chipmunk, and I listen to your phony rhymes and your funky poems. I would probably do another live later on because I know time again is different for all. We eat on the snacks and the little quibbly nuggets. We know the difference between a potato and a fishmonger. We are very dedicated to our allotments and our cabbages. This is the meaning of the earth's rectum for you. We know the difference between a cream and a custard, but we don't know the taste of the onion until it's cooked in vinegar and smothered in our eyes. Very snotty noses for the porcupine who lives in Frodo Baggins' trousers. I know you are the gum critic. Welcome to you. Thank you for sure. I revel in your praise, in your juicy rays of promises and deep suggestion for prophecies galore. I am very grand, I am very proud, and I am very determined to die for all crimes in the underworld for the toffee pudding. Thank you, Gum Critic. You are very funky to you. And to me, I will add. Thank you for the likes that I have received in my life. 50,000 is a great achievement. I believe on my main channel I only have like 11 or 12 in 2 years. So 50,000 in 2 months was great, great work for you. Yes, this is what I like in my salad. Nice, juicy success. Juicy, wet, and sloppy success in my salad. Wet salad, wet lettuce. This is the key ingredient, along with the potato creamy pies, and the avocado, and the olives. The olives are a great ingredient on your pizza, and your pasta, and your bread and butter pudding. Olives create oil, and oil is good, very good for your toenails. Without oil, you would have no toenails, but I provide for you. I give to you. I understand what you are missing in your nails. I know the difference between a good nail and a terrible nail. I am a samosa for you. I am a courgette for you. I am a cucumber for you. A tomato, a pomegranate, and a ginger. Ginger! I need to react to ginger again. I was intending to. I did one quite a while ago, but I neglected that crime for sure. I will do more. I will delve into the cosmos of musicality, and I will discover, I will travel and return with many juicy treasures, discoveries for you, so that we can all enjoy the power of the bands and the artists who you may not have discovered before, or who you wish to share with those around the world. The more people who listen, the more greater they are to you. You get to share something that they would not have heard otherwise. I would not have discovered otherwise. I would not have procured from my mind, my imagination. No! They did not pop up this way. You provide to me. You educate you. You bring all the fruit and the vegetables, and I chop them up. I dissect. I enjoy. I consume the curry. I consume the tomato sauce on top. This is what I do for you. This is who I am to you. I am the Moonshine King, for sure. Bandmate! Welcome, Keith Vincent. You are very funky to me, for sure. Bandmate is definitely in my roster, my top 3, I would say, in priorities. I have Bobby Metal, Bandmate. Now, One OK Rock, I'm not sure about anymore. No one comments on my One OK Rock anymore. So, but it still gets the views, so people are watching, but they just don't request anymore, which is baffling. My most popular video is actually a One OK Rock video. 5,000 views. But these days, people are not interactive with those videos, so that's on the line. I don't know where to go. Nightwish, however, is getting a lot of notice. They have a very good community right now, Nightwish. So I think they are my top 3 right now, priority wise. Baby Metal, always consistent. That community, always in a comment, always more that they want me to discover. And Bandmate, as you say, Bandmate, always strong, always people who can appreciate my crimes with Bandmate. And Nightwish really is one of my most popular recent videos. My first Nightwish. So, more Nightwish to come, for sure. Please check out Asterism, Rising Moon Killer Band. I believe I was looking over my not previous, but old comments yesterday, and I think someone actually did suggest Asterism Rising Moon, and it might have been you, Keith. You might well have been waiting a very long time for Asterism. Is it an instrumental? I know someone was requesting more instrumental music, and I think Asterism was one of them, but I'm not certain if this was a different comment altogether. Ah, good. All right, I will do Asterism soon. I have so many requests at the moment. So many. I have Queen, Oasis, Baby Metal, Bandmate, and some other ones. Rise Against, Prayer of the Refugee, and Richard suggested this new band. I'm not sure what they're called actually, but I will be doing that also. So many requests to do, so little brain waves to get through it all. They fry my brain. These bands are very extraordinary for sure. They kill my heart with their piercing vocals. They're slaying, shredding guitars, and they're beating, destructive drums. Basses, never forget the bass. Sometimes they stand out very, very much, like in some songs, some bands, they really do stand out, and sometimes they fade and mesh into the background, and I don't notice them as much, let alone see them with my grand exposure. Asterism, Bandmate, Is Killer Band oh, you're... What is Killer Band? Is this another song by Asterism, or is it another band? Asterism / Rising Moon / Killer Band. Maybe I should search it. Let me witness. Asterism. Rising Moon. Rising Moon is a song. So, what about Killer Band? Asterism. I don't. Oh, I get. Are you calling them a killer band, or is killer band the title of something? Something very cruzzy in my heart for my pumpkin pasties. Never forget your milk when you drink the fish milkshake. Good for you. Very sugary, very sweet. Matilda Coffee Cat! Thank you, Matilda. What you did it to me. It is great to see you for sure. I've no clue if this is a good time zone. I have no clue where my subscribers are from anymore. There used to be in I believe in analytics you could see where your subscribers were from. But now it's, I don't know, a complete mess over there. So here we are. I know you are from Israel for sure, but I think I have people from Canada, the USA, in which case it's very early in the morning for them. 16:05, 4:05, 4 likes indeed. So it's a good time for you, it would appear. Great job. 50,000 is a great achievement. How many do I have on my main channel? I know it's very terrible over there. Let me witness. Switch account. 509. Ah, wait for you. My channel. About. I have 11,000 views on my channel that I've had for over 2 years. And on this channel I've had for 2 months. 50,000 for sure. That's a great achievement to me. I wonder why 50,000 views but only 129, I think, subscribers. It's very I've noticed this about reaction channels. They have loads of views, millions of views, and yet they can only get around. Sometimes they only seem to have 50,000 subscribers when they have millions of views. That's just the way it works, it seems. Very difficult for people to stay with you, with your crimes, because they come to see a certain video and then they leave. And I think they are only obliged to stay if they see that you've done many videos by the same artist. I think that gets people to stay. It seduces them for sure. But if you stop doing the band that they love or the artist, they will go bye bye to your bottom. Bye bye for sure. They will leave you to the piranhas, sinking the ship. Indeed, you will tell when they change their content. Once you change your content, people jump ship or they just don't watch. So it's very important to me to not forget the bands that I have been neglecting. I've been focusing on the ones that are popular now, that I've been getting a lot of engagement with, but I need to remember there are people waiting for Oasis. There are people waiting for Queen and One OK Rock and others. X Japan, I'm sure, got to focus on everybody, but it takes more time than you might think, in fact. Especially when you are useless. for sure. That is really cool. Yes, I do enjoy funky time with me. I see you put the Funkos on the shelf. Yes. I had a whole bag, but somehow that fit in the massive giant bag, so I thought I had more than I actually had. But I do also have another box. I do have like a big box that's probably got around 10 in there. And I do have some down there, or which I have yet to unwrap actually. So that's you can't see it in the view. It's on the bottom shelf. I just didn't bother unwrapping them ever, and I've had them for years, or maybe 1 year, maybe 1.5. Will you make the video where I show them? Ah, yes, you know what? Maybe I will for my next Moonshine King video on my main channel. Maybe I shall show them. But I'm very salty. I'm very salty. I kind of just want to forget because my Doctor Who story. There was a pop. There was four out of on the shelf in the comic book store out of 500 in the world. It was from San Diego. And for some reason, it didn't click in my brain that I should buy it. It just did not click. I hadn't been buying pops for a long time at that point, so maybe I forgot the significance of 1 in 500. Maybe I thought it was confused it with a different Doctor Who pop because there are two, at least two, of that woman, the 13th. As there are with all of them, in fact. So I think I got confused by the number and I thought, no, this isn't the expensive one. This is the cheap one. So, and then I went home and realized it actually was the expensive one. But then I had a very important thing to do that weekend for my studying presentation assessment. So then I left it till Monday, and on Monday, all gone, disappeared for sure. I would like to see it. I will do it, for sure. But the next few weeks I will be very busy. I have much assessments for my mature student. A welcome on Waitroff. You are very extraordinary to me. Thank you for joining my crimes on this channel. You are a big fan of Nightwish for sure. Nightwish are a fantastic band. Never seen such excitement like it. Such dynamics, such power. Very few bands like it. Baby Metal also similar. And X Japan. I've reacted to those a couple of times. Bandmade also great. I am reacting to the best of the best of the best over here. You got a Chase Funko. I see lots of Chase Funkos in the comic book store actually, in the cabinet. You can't just pick it off the shelf. You have to ask to unlock. But I'm not actually very interested in them unless I'm actually interested in them. So, didn't know till someone told me. Well, the Chase has a sticker, a orange sticker usually that says Chase. So, that is a good indicator for sure, as Anne clearly has acknowledged. What was it your greatest time? Wait, that made no sense. Didn't know what it meant. Ah. I think most chases actually are not even worth that much anymore. I'm not sure. But certainly if it's from San Diego and it says there's only 500 in the world, you have to get it. And for some dumb reason, I did not. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Anne. What is your favorite, first of all, what is your favorite reaction that I've done? I've done 3 Nightwish. Ghost Love Score was my first. Very terrible reviews on that one. Lots of dislikes. Nightwish, Song of Myself was my second. That was a lot more positive, for sure. 25 likes last I checked, 0 dislikes. I did less talking in that one. My last was Nightwish Romanticide. That didn't do as well, but that was my fault because the audio was muted and that was an accident for sure. But what is your most anticipated song next? I think you've probably told me in the comments, and I'll be checking those for sure. I will definitely be checking the comments for my next reactions. If not, then no. You, if I like the character, yes, that's the idea. But I actually am a fan of Doctor Who generally, so I would have liked the 13th Doctor regardless. I actually wanted her for my Doctor Who review episode, which I did not get very far with, but I wanted her in the camera as I was reviewing. But there we are. There we are. I know I'm not even daring to look how much that's worth now. I'm sure it was £200 ages ago, months ago when I checked. Song of Myself is your favorite song. And the review. Let me see. Ah, so you are very much with the consensus. Good, good. Song of Myself. That was completely different. I was very surprised by that performance because my first was Ghost Love Score, and Song of Myself was very switched up. Very, very, very harder all the way through, whereas Ghost Love Score sort of had different tempos. Well, so did Song of Myself, but it was more apparent in Ghost Love Score. It was more operatic, more sensual in areas. Very creepy house at the beginning. Maybe you'll find it someday. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe if I took it to the till, they would have said, actually, this is £100, £200, who knows? Maybe it was just the display price. But it wasn't that case in the past, so. But then again, they weren't that expensive when I bought in the past. It was a Joker from Suicide Squad with a grenade. And that was only like 17, maybe it was £20 or something. And that was sold to me at the price that it showed. But it's hard to believe they wouldn't have known at that point that the pops were that expensive, valuable, because this was months after San Diego. San Diego, I think, was in July, perhaps, or June. And I was there in, I think, November, maybe, September, November. So it was months after San Diego. And everyone would know that if there's only 500 in the world, it's very expensive, very valuable, especially a big franchise like Doctor Who. So maybe if I took it to the till, they would have said, actually, this is not the price we sell to you. You can give us more to offer. And we would be very grateful for sure. Wait, wait. What do I have today to do? I have Oasis, Shake Maker, Queen, Spread Your Wings. I'm going to do Artsy's Request, Rise Against. That's a new one. I have another new one, and I have to do Nightwish today, of course. Nightwish is a must right now. And probably Bandmaid and Blobby Metal. Do you listen to Bandmaid? I wonder. If you listen to Nightwish, I suspect you might listen to Bobby Metal. You might be a great fan of them because they have a similar approach to their performances. Great mesh of genres, of aesthetics. It would mess with a normal audience, the average viewer, listener. They are not used to such bravery. Could be. It's very tragic. Regret destroys your heart. Looking back is very terrible. Because if you look back, you are not looking forward. And if you're not looking forward, then your face is on the ground in a mudslide. And then you can't get back up. So, and they did a cover of Pink Floyd's song High Hopes live at the end of an era concert. You know, all of these concerts, all of these eras and albums that I get thrown at me really bamboozles my brain. But I'm sure I will get used to all of these names. Soon in time, I will. I will. But Pink Floyd, I'm actually not familiar with them either. I know they're very popular. I know they have one of the best selling albums ever, but I have not listened to it. I could not name one song by Pink Floyd. Maybe I should get into them also. In fact, Marco the bassist sings the song. You need to hear his. Lots of people told me that the singer with the beard who looked like a Viking was actually the bassist. Very terrible of me that I did not realize. Well, maybe for some reason I find it difficult with bassists to identify, but I'm not very experienced with instruments. Ah, Matilda, Batman issue 1000. I was reading about that recently. I was on Comixology, and I was thinking maybe I should pay a trip to the comic book store and get it, if they still have some in stock. It's been a while since I've been bought a comic book actually, physically. A very long while, so I think I might. For this special occasion. You are probably not old enough to know Pink Floyd. Is that a tricky question for me? I wonder. I can neither confirm nor deny whether that is true for sure. Very tricky to me. Matilda. Not even Matilda knows my age just yet. She is a very extraordinary subscriber, viewer, friend for you. She has been on my channel. I have been on hers. Well, not lately. Not that much, but I will. I will! We met about 1.5 years ago. So we've been YouTube buddies for some time on my main channel. You tried. That's whenever I get new people, I always get the people asking, when will you take off the mask? Take off the mask, please, please, please. As if I would, just because they came to the stream or the video. Usually it's a stream they come to. Please! On my gaming channel, I've had a couple of people come across and instantly they say, take off your mask. Wow. Time flies for you, for sure, and for me, and for all who are very terrible and old in their crimes. That's why you must make the most out of every day, out of every hour, and instead you are spending it with me. How tragic for sure. I am not asking that. I like it. Thank you to you, Anne. You are very, very funky to you. I think you know, I think I would probably be more popular if I did take it off because I do get criticism, especially on my Nightwish recently, but also elsewhere about it. But the thing is that people need to realize that I did not set out to be a YouTube reactor. This isn't what I didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to make a reaction channel and I'm going to wear a mask and a hat and a very funky glasses. That will be a great plan. Matilda knows because I've had the main channel for 2 years. I had that channel. It wasn't a reaction channel, but I did lots of stuff on it. I did reactions. I did random stuff. I played some games. I did live streams. I did crazy stuff for sure. But recently this year, I wanted to separate out the content. I wanted to, because everything was just a big mishmash. So I decided I would make a gaming channel. I would make a reaction channel. And I would make a review channel. So everything wasn't in one pot like that. Because I thought the best way to grow a channel is if everything is separated. So that's all I was doing. I had this big mumbo jumbo channel and I was separating things out. So that's how we are here with my reaction channel. And I have been neglecting my review channel for sure because this is the one that blew up. I created them at the same time. And this is the one that's got 50,000 views. This is the one that I continue to make videos because I I was amazed at the views that I got when I started doing music reactions. I did a couple of movie trailers. They didn't get a whole lot, but as soon as I did One OK Rock, a Japanese rock band, 5,000 views. Baby, well, not straight away, over a few weeks, couple of weeks. But then I did Baby Metal again, 4,000 views. So then I kept up with this channel because this is the one that is popular. I am glad because I am not a gamer. I am too old for that. You are never too old, Anne Waitroff. I assure you for sure. But it's a slow grind, I have found. Um, but maybe I should be. It takes up a lot of time to game, to do these long streams, and only gain 1 or 2 subscribers and not that many views. Reaction channels get a very harsh rap, but after doing this, I can see why people do reactions, and it's very simple because for a 10-minute video, 16-minute, 5-minute, it could be, you get a lot of people coming to it. They are very popular. So even though people criticize reaction channels and people who just sit there and listen to music and become very popular, it is not our fault, really. We are just putting up these videos, and this was the most popular. As I said, I created a gaming channel at the same time, the review channel at the same time, and they don't get the views nowhere near that this channel does. So it makes I decided to create more content over here because this is where people are coming to. Just ask my kids, they laugh at me. Yes, kids are very extraordinary procedures. They love to laugh, for sure. They are on the ceiling, laughing away at my crimes, at your foolery, at your trickery, at your deception, and your chocolate brownies. NZ way. I lost my trail of thought, as always, as ever. Well, oh yes, that was it. Recently, especially my Nightwish video, I got criticism for talking too much. Now, people just wanted me to be very silent and listen to the music, while also complaining that I have no face. And of course, I pointed out that if they want, the fact is that I am wearing a mask. I have no face. So if they want me to be silent throughout the whole song as well, then they are getting no facial reaction. Plus, they are getting no commentary either. So what would be the point? They might as well just watch the original video if that is what they are after. If I'm getting in the way, reaction channels, they do get a lot of. That's the reason they get a lot of slack, is because they are just people sat there in silence, just watching a video, making views out of other people's content. And that's what people want me to do. That I get the most harsh criticism for talking. That's what people want from me. They want me to just sit here and say nothing throughout the great music. And I do understand to an extent, but that's the criticism reactors get. And yet that's what some people criticize us for not doing, for not sitting in silence. Very contradictory, very conflicted for sure. How rude. You do have one. Matilda gets it. Matilda, she is very compassionate to you. I always tell reactors to do it the way they want to. You are the one doing the work for our entertainment. It's funny because this one person who was complaining, they even said they watched over 90 reactions of the same song, and mine was the one of the only two that they had to dislike. And I pointed out that after watching 90 reactions of the same song, you would think by that point you would be a bit open to new approaches. You would be open to new ideas, to new ways of presenting it. 90 reactions, the same song. And still they want things done a specific way, not open-minded for sure. I mean, if someone was reacting to my favorite artists, I don't think I would care if they were wearing a mask. I would just be happy that someone new to the music can experience it for the first time, which they would not have experienced otherwise, for sure. Witnessing your crimes. Welcome, Jeffrey Granda. I was going to say Granada just then. Very extraordinary. Good to see you for sure. I see your name popping up here and there also. I forget which videos. Is it Nightwish also? I'm guessing it's Nightwish because you are quite new to the channel and Nightwish is new to my channel also. Bloody hell for you. Why? Why 90? Well, Matilda, people are very passionate about their music. People people want to see other people enjoy what they enjoy. I think that's the lure, Lure, lure of reaction channels. People want to be validated, and people want to spread what they love themselves. And so it brings them immense pleasure to see other people who are new to the music appreciate that music and love that music the way that they do. It reminds them that they're not as insane as they think they are. Some people are just complainers for sure. Some people eat the chocolate mousse without separating the egg from the kangaroo. This is the kind of person I witness. They always do, lol. Yeah, Nightwish. Nightwish seem a very great community, except for a couple. But they are very passionate, very strong opinionated, I have seen. And regardless, it's good to get some criticism now and again. I mean, I am what they would call a distinct, no, not distinct, acquired taste. That's the word. I think people would appreciate over time. I'm sure they will come back one day. You must like what I like. Welcome, Elvis McGentrix. What a funky name to me. Great to see you for sure. I appreciate your work commenting on my videos. It was great tragedy that you are not an appropriator of the American Indian culture. Matilda. You would think by then the person would use, yes, exactly, different ways of filming, different ideas. If you're going to watch 90 reactions plus, surely you have space in your mind and in your heart for something a little different for you. I mean, if you have 90 others you can watch, then surely it does not make a great big deal to your life. Surely you can get past it for sure. But here we are, making me not work when I should be working. I am very sorry to me, Elvis. I would ask what you should be working on, but I can only leave it for your imagination to describe. Maybe speculation is greater than reality. Let me guess. You are working on a sculpture of Muhammad Ali made out of spaghetti. That is my guess. This is your crime. Seems not, says Matilda. I know. I know. I do understand it because, you want to see people's face. But at the same time, like I said, you know why I created this channel. I did do it to grow, but at the same time, I already had my anonymous brand. This was already my brand. This was already, well, I got this V mask in no, October. I got this mask for Halloween, and I liked it that much, I just stuck with it. It was much easier to record with one big piece mask, and I just covered the eyes instead of what I was doing before, and it always showed bits of skin showing through, and it wasn't as reliable. I might change the mask soon, eventually. Who knows? I like seeing people react to Nightwish, says Anne. I if they really like it. It reminds me of how I felt when I discovered them. Tiomas's music goes right to my heart. That is what it is all about for sure. I would not have discovered Nightwish, Baby Metal, Bandmade, unless I did this channel. I think people should realize that it's also for me as well as for you, because I am the one who is discovering this new music. I am the one who is being suggested these bands, these artists that I would never have experienced otherwise. But then you get your own benefit from it also. You get to in a way see different generations, different people from all over the world, different types of people who wouldn't listen to this genre usually experience it um, anew for the first time, and that's very pure for sure. Jeffrey, is that your real voice and accent, or just acting? It's still fun. Ah, Jeffrey, I have received comments about my accent, calling it fake, calling me a fraud. For sure, I will leave that to you to discover. If I were to tell you if it was real or fake, that might give an indication where I was from. Maybe you can maybe you can work out where I'm from my accent, but I can neither confirm nor deny if you guess correctly. I am what they call a cannibal in disguise. I look for the pirate ships and I loot them for their Goldilocks. And what they do to me, they stab me in my eye and take the jelly for their smoothies. Happy Halloween to me! Yeah, it is new to have someone in a mask. Oh wait, I missed Elvis. Elvis McGentrix. I dig the anonymous V thing. Is unique. Thank you, Elvis. I hope I don't get copyright striked for that. Imagine if wait, would it be copyright or would it be something else? Some intellectual property strike. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if in the future I get strikes on my channel for wearing a V mask. Who knows? But as I said, it was not originally a V mask that I wore. You could check on my main channel I've had for 2 years, which is dying. Well, it's just very inactive. I've got 500 subscribers, but only about 10 people who are active, dedicated. Matilda is one of them for sure. She is my golden moonchin indeed of 2017/2018. Ah, I need to create a new one of those very soon. Artsy requested it, but I am going to be very busy this next month, so I'm going to have to wake up early in the morning to record because I have much paperwork to do. For sure! I assume Moonshin King is a famous celebrity hiding so people do not just come to back in his crimes. Do you mean to bathe or do you mean to bask? But that is a great theory! For sure. Ah, farewell, Anne. I will see you in my next Nightwish reaction, I'm sure. You are very glorious to you. Thank you for joining this stream and enjoying my 50,000 channel views. I will see you for sure, unless I get shot in my brain, of course. I will live stream if that were to happen. No worries to you. Farewell, my munchins. Take care. My munchins. Ah! My life for you, my oxygen for you, my karate for you. What I become, what I discover. Elvis, you are very extraordinary to me. You become me. You praise to the heavens and down. They drop like chocolate bars in a bathtub. In Iceland! Wow. Off to draw. Farewell, Matilda. Thank you for being a criminal in disguise. For sure. Anonymous indeed, Jeff. Anonymous for sure. Am I just powering down? Yes, that's exactly what it was, Elvis. Sometimes this happens to me when people leave. I get very flustered. I get very powered down. And this is my commitment to you. You should clip off the hanger from your face. I believe you said this to me before, or someone did, in fact. Yes, I definitely should. Who hangs up a mask like this? Anyway, what you do is you take it off and you throw it wherever it may be and hope it doesn't land in a pit of piranhas. Farewell, Jeffrey. I hope you stay with you. Have a good one indeed. Get back to all of your work for sure. See you later. I will see you in the morning when it's cold and crumbly. Like a fish cake, indeed. Keep with Nightwish and I'll be there. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. I will definitely be keeping up the Night Wish for sure. I am very happy to be a piranha for Satan. But that is just me. You are crazy or you are French. It's one of the two. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all of your pumpkin stirring. Good, good. I did not realize we had 4 viewers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for helping me reach a stage of euphoria, of enlightenment, and for introducing me to these very phenomenal bands. Richard! A welcome to you. French indeed, Elvis, never forget it. You're either crazy or you are in a French hospital. I was thinking about powering down, but here is our savior. A welcome to you. You are a great, great supporter of all crimes, Richard. I am very grateful to have you. 50,000 views. As I mentioned, it is now a reality for sure. You know, I did reach my temporary target of 130 subscribers. Thank you for the like. Very, very, very pretty thumb for sure. But it seems that I went down again without even doing anything. I think I was on 131 subscribers. Not sure now. A great milestone indeed. Can't wait for 100,000 and then 1 million. That 1 million subscribers. I will do a golden shower on stream for 1 million views. How about it? Deal for sure. Deal to all who may live, who may create, who may sigh in their terrible, tragic sleep. They get nightmares. They get nightmares and they cannot escape. Ew, no, says Elvis. Elvis. Don't worry to you. Don't worry for sure. I am anonymous, remember. Very anonymous. If you were to see these crimes, you would identify me instantly. You would know it was me for sure. So, what is your most anticipated reaction coming up, Richard? A great, great day for me. A great, great day for you. This is what I live for. Views, glorious views. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm not. I am. No, I'm not. So, I actually like live streaming because when people show up, I'm a very poorly person. I have, what is the thing? That very ancient disease, the plague. That was it. I have the plague. People are very frightened of me. They don't come close to me. They don't kiss me. They don't stroke my hand either. So that's why I do these streams for you. So you don't have to meet me ever and get the plague as I unfortunately procured from a dead badger when I was in Sweden once in 1998. And that's what happens to my face when you get the plague. You need to cover it, you need to protect it, and more importantly, protect others. You are having your morning coffee, so beyond that, I'm just going on instinct for a bit. Ah! Good one, Richard. Good one. Do you like tea also? Or is coffee what's the word? Your manifesto. Do you have anything with your coffee? Or is it just coffee? Black. I bet you have black coffee. Black coffee is for the strong-willed and the strong of tongue. I have no idea of your musical tastes. You react to a variety of music, but they all seem to be mainstream reactor videos. Are you sure about that, Elvis? I wouldn't have considered Baby Metal or One OK Rock or Nightwish to be a mainstream, but well, Oasis is mainstream, I would say. Avengers Endgame, of course. Um, Most of my reactions are requested, but to get started, to actually look for that new band, I do actually browse different reactors to see what they are doing, to see what is popular, and I don't actually watch the videos themselves, but I do see what has clearly got a big community. And if I haven't heard that band before, that artist, then I will definitely consider um, checking it out myself. And then once I do that video, then I get some of the community in, and then they request more videos, like probably how all of you found me. Richard undoubtedly found me from my baby metal video, Road of Resistance, probably, which was my first. Um, and then, of course, they request more and more, and that's how we go from there. Ninjan Isu. Let me recall. Ninjan Isu. He was the one who. He was that very creepy guy, wasn't he? The bald guy who was wearing a robe. Was he barefooted? He was a very dramatic, eerie guy, I believe. I enjoyed that performance for sure. I only did one, I believe, to Ninja Isu. You requested it for sure. Let me find it. Wait, I'm not even sure where it is anymore. I'm sure it's here somewhere. A mad monk. Very terrible monk to me. Aren't monks meant to be peaceful? Are they not meant to soothe your soul? My goodness. Meditation with this guy would be a very rocky roller coaster for sure. I guess it's a difference in school of thought of how you cleanse your soul. He was demonic to me. Well, a Zen monk, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry for calling you demonic. What I meant was Very enlightening, Mr. Zen monk. Please don't eat me and spit me out into the fires of your furnace. In your toilet, I feel like sneezing, but that would be very terrible. Right now! Wow, 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 wow. Do excuse my crimes, for sure. Sneezing makes me very sleepy. Don't mind if I just die right here, right now, right here, right now. But wait, we have another comment from Elvis. You are not Elvis Presley in disguise, are you? I'm very suspicious, Elvis McGentrix. That sounds like a name Elvis Presley would adopt to hide his identity. According to my tally, there are still 16 Baby Metal videos for you. Is that it? I thought there was dozens more um, that I could potentially watch. But oh yes, I tried to find Megitsune live in Saitama Arena. I think it was 2013. Um, but I couldn't. The link that the Killing Machine left was no longer available. The video was not there, so that's why I did the official music video. I did try and search on YouTube, but I don't know. It seemed to be a fan cam from fans in the crowd. Um, so I wasn't certain about that. There was also Megitsune live in UK, I believe, at some festival. So I just went for the. Maybe I'll go back to that one since it's in the UK. But UK doesn't seem to have a problem. I heard from copyright. Like the Stephen Colbert show. You told me that's usually left alone because it's in the US. So maybe it will be fine. 16 to go, is that it? What will I do after that, Elvis? What will I do for you then? I think baby metal fans need a backup just in case. Just in case I speed through all of the content. Then what will happen? What will you subscribe to witness such glory? Maybe you will stay for Nightwish. Maybe you will stay for X Japan. Who could tell you? But Baby Metal are young yet. I'm sure they have much more performances to come in their careers. So perhaps we should not worry too much just yet. What we should be worrying about is YouTube copyright. That might be a great problem to come. Might as well build as much of an audience as I can while I still can. And then if I lose them all, then that is doomed for me. But at least I tried. You should check out Maximum the Hormone. I think I've heard of Maximum. I've not heard of their music, but it does ring a bell. I think you might have requested them before, Richard. I do intend to do the request that you sent yesterday. I opened the tab, the link in the tab, but I cannot understand the title. I know you wrote it in your comment. The one that was eclectic, not electric. Eclectic, which I misinterpreted, which was very understandable to me, of course. 17 million views. This is a popular band. 338,000 subscribers. Oh, is that the one? Are you sure? Is that the one you requested yesterday? Maximum the Hormone. I did not realize if that is so. Hmm. Yes, that is open in my tab right now. So I will be hopefully doing that today. Queen today, Oasis today. Another person's request, which is a new one. Rise Against, Prayer of the Refugee. And I think I need to do some Nightwish again. Maybe some X Japan. There's so much I could be reacting to. So many requests! What do I do for you? I hope your coffee has not gone cold, Richard. Do they sell coffee warmers? That would be very useful for sure. Is that what those metal canisters are for? I'm not sure what they're called. That you can put soup inside. They are all like that. The song is called Yoshu Fukushu. Ah, Yoshu Fukushu. That's a very, very extravagant name for me. I look forward to hearing this. Is it a hang on. Oh, it's actually a music video. Of course it is. It says in the title. All right. I've not listened to it yet. Not 1 second. So I had to step away right after that post. What did I miss? You missed. I have a very bad memory, Elvis. I could not tell you what happened, what transpired in the last few minutes. I really could not. What happened, Richard? Do you remember? Richard had coffee, I believe. No, that was before. I think he's eating cheese now. Or yes, coffee and cheese. Great combination. But I think it is pronounced Yosh Vakush. Really? I've been pronouncing all of the names wrong then. Amazing language is. It makes you insane. It makes you corrupt. It makes you kill. It makes you love. And it makes you commit very selfish acts, for sure. LOL. Oh wait, I missed Richard. It means preemptive revenge. Ah, I love a good revenge story. Revenge is a dish best served with ice, as they say very often. MTH is good. MTH, what does that stand for? Boy, it stands for maximum the hormone. That is it. I'm still waiting for the French press. The French press? What do you mean, Richard? What is a French press? I'm searching that right now. French press coffee! Let's see. I've never heard of this before. French presses. A French press, also known as a cafetiere, is a piston cafeteria, press pot, coffee press, or coffee plunger, is a coffee brewing device invented by Paolini Ugo and patented by Italian designer Attilio Calimani and Giulio Moneta in 1929. A very extraordinary device, Richard. I hope it helps you on your endeavors, for sure. There are a lot of Japanese words where they have just added "u" to the end, like beer is "biru." You lost the video. Let's see. That is tragic. Tragic! No! 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 Ah! Then what is the meaning of Beerus? Ah, good, Richard. I am glad for sure. Beer Beru Beerus, as in Lord Beerus from Dragon Ball Z, from the movie, which was very recent. Two movies, actually. I forgot what they were called. I think one might have been A Return of Frieza, the sequel. So, it's very important to remember that coffee comes from a flower called the coffee flower. And that is all you need to know. Thank you for my talk. But to differentiate the coffee flower from the tea flower, you have to sniff very hard. And because it's still in the flower form, you have to sniff really hard to get the aroma. Beans! Beans, glorious beans. It's all in beans these days. It's all beans these days. I don't think I've really paid much attention, affection to fresh ground beanie coffee. Is that what you're interested in, Richard? Fresh beanie coffee. I always usually have the powder, the nonsense, and that seems to serve a very disgusting purpose for me. But I get by on it. I am a soldier. I am a warrior. I do things that you could not believe regarding coffee. Japanese does not always pronounce vowels at the end of words, such as desu, which is I am, is pronounced des. Ah, I knew that was coming up, Richard, when I said it. Desu, pronounced des. Then what is the purpose of the U? Maybe they just like to write. And what wonderful writing it appears to be also. So why not? You like strong, regular coffee. I hope you're eating something very fulfilling with that coffee, Richard. You don't want an empty stomach for sure. That, what is it they say? A breakfast a day keeps the doctor away. Very important meal to you. Because breakfast is made out of titanium. And titanium is very valuable to everyone in the world. I I don't I like strong coffee, but it makes me sick if I don't sleep. So that's a bad idea. If you have something very important to do the next morning, either sleep or drink hot coffee, strong coffee. If you drink strong coffee and lots of it, and you don't sleep, that's very sickening to me. I will be a zombie for sure. I can't eat when I first wake up. It makes me nauseous. You know, Richard, I had a feeling you were not a morning eater. That's why I uh I mentioned it. I had a feeling it was in my mind. I was going to say, unless you're medically not fit to eat breakfast in the morning, but I left it for you to describe. You know, I used to feel the same way actually. In fact, I don't think I've eaten today, but I will. I made a lovely fish pie earlier and I gobbled it up for sure. You need to make sure to get your daily recommended dose of titanium in the AM. And by AM, I assume you mean in the morning. Yes, because titanium has lots of healing properties for your bigotry. It's a very good tool to use. Uh, it cleanses your eyebrows and feeds your skin lots of oils. Very nutritious is titanium for your soul. Let us witness where we are now. Should I do a dance for you? Why not? For sure. Ah, let me up indeed. Oh, wait. No, it's not medical. It's mental! You are very mental to me, Richard! For sure. I'm not making fun of mental people. I'm just making fun of mental people when it comes to breakfast. So, I just got used to working on ships my whole life and waiting till lunch to eat. Just an old habit. I never used to eat breakfast or lunch or dinner, and I clearly have got along just fine. Did you say fish pie? But you worked on ships. That is very cool, for sure. Do tell if you are so inclined. Yes, fish pie. I put prawns in there. I put mussels in there. I put salmon. I put cod. I put milk. I put salt. I put pepper. Mashy potatoes, which didn't mash for ages and was still lumpy by the end. But you know, who cares? Who cares about lumpy potatoes, really? They are just potatoes. They're supposed to be lumpy. And here's the reveal for you. Fish pie is very tasty for my immune system. I love the prawny sauce and the vegan cheese and the ice cream full of fat milk for me. Deodorant men for sure. We will rock you. We will rock you. I need to react to that. I don't believe I've seen a live performance of it ever. Except maybe on TV. Wow, I am knackered, as they say. I am just allowing air to get into my body. Otherwise, I would die. For sure. Wow, Richard. Wow. Wow, for sure. Usually I don't get worn out this way. I must be getting very old for sure. Great job for all involved. This is a contrast for me. Wow, Richard, I did all this for you. You'll have to look back on it. Can you not rewind the stream? Wow, I am dying of broken heart. You are lucky, Richard. Yes, Elvis. I agree to you. Ah, you did, Richard. You did not heed the warnings, for sure. I am a terrible man, Richard. I eat keys. I eat so many keys. All right. I think I'm fine now. Do you want another? Maybe I'll do one sitting down this time. Even when there's no music! Wow, how terrible. So it goes a bit like this. Haki! A bit like this. Hoko! And a bit like this. Pongo, 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 in your car. Pongo, 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 like a bar of chocolate. Lovely, creamy chocolate from Willy Wonka. Great to see you. Great to eat you, says the squirrel upon that luscious, luscious mixture. Happy Thanksgiving for sure. I have immunity to Munchin. Immunity to Munchin. Great, Richard. That's probably why you've stuck around so long. So that's great for me. I worked on ships for over 20 years. Oh, are you sure, Richard? You don't look that old. I would not have said you were a day over 30, indeed. You don't know crazy till you do that. Munchin is just eccentric as hell. That is great news, Richard. Great news for sure. I'm sure you had wonderful, creepy memories on ships. Did you build the ships? For some reason, I was under the impression you built them, but now I'm thinking, no, you worked you literally worked on the ships, not built the ships. Were you a captain by any chance? Much respect to me. Or were you one of the dancers? You were a dancer, weren't you, Richard? That makes a lot of sense now. New subscriber just now, Sandy Ashes. Oh well, oh wait, it was 13 minutes ago. Oh well. Okay, I made a list and it looks like 20 baby metal videos for you! Richard has his sea legs for sure. If I was to go on a ship now, I would topple over and drown. But I would probably befriend the squid or something. They will save me for sure. I would turn into the Squid Man, indeed. That would be a sight to see. Yes, you was a captain towards the end. By towards the end, do you mean the last day, the last week, or the last couple of years, last few years? It would be very tragic if you were a captain for just one day. That would be terrible for sure. 20 Munchin has not reacted to. How can I see this list, Elvis? Do you have receipts for me? Richard, Navy or commercial? Navy first, then Merchant Marine. I've not heard of a Merchant Marine. Great job to you, Richard. That must have been a very funky endeavor, for sure. Do you regret your life, Richard, so far, working as a Navy captain for a bit? What is the title before you were captain? A Navy officer, then a merchant marine. Would you do it all again, Richard? That is the question for all. Elvis, Elvis, Elvis. Nice! I love the sea but hate sharks. Oh, Elvis. So I have a love-hate relationship with the sea. Well, I love land, but I hate Nazis also, Elvis. Don't let it stop you from living, for sure. Or do I really? Yes, I would just, for the record, I hate Nazis, but I love the land. Here we are. Here we go, for sure. I shouldn't make a joke YouTube has no sense of humor anymore. Very terrible times for me. I will try to send you lists through Twitch later. Good, good, good. For sure. I hate Elvis. It's understandable, but I love the air. I love flying in the air, but I hate terrorists. So I'm not going to be taking airplanes any longer. Well, oh, through Twitch. Ah, yes. Elvis follows me on Twitch. I did not know you could send things through Twitch that way. I know there was a whisper thing. I did not. You messaged me on Twitch about a month ago, and I didn't even see it for a few weeks because I just did not log into Twitch. But yes, do that for sure. I'm probably not going to be doing a Twitch stream for a while. I think I'm going to try and grow my YouTube and my gaming YouTube and try and get people over there first, because it's a lot of time to stream when people don't really follow very often. When I could be in that time that I'm streaming, I could make many reaction videos. So it's not worth the time, really, even though I would like to, but you've got to prioritize. In the UK, they say merchant navy. No regrets, I was not an officer in the navy. Became a captain the last 2 years. Yes, I would do it again. Very honorable to you, Richard. I'm very happy for your crimes. You are very respectable captain to me, for sure. And now you are watching the Moonchin King reacting to wacky artists on YouTube. This is a great highlight of your life for sure. Thank you for being here. I am very appreciative of these new bonds in life. Unless you want me to do it here. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, indeed. Could you have imagined such crimes? I don't mind, Elvis. How would you send it over here? You could comment on one of my videos and I'll see it. Richard, you can try also, for sure. I would appreciate that. But it's likely that naturally I would find new videos regardless. I mean, I do have a lot of requests from all over the place. Bands that I've reacted to, people I've not yet reacted to ever. And after every one of my reactions, people, Richard, you, others, will inevitably comment what to do next. So perhaps it's not even necessary to have a list. It might be redundant. It might not. Like One OK Rock, those videos, I don't get any comments. No one requests any One OK Rock. So I have to search out them myself. But Baby Metal, it's different right now. I've got people coming in, watching and commenting. So thank you, Richard. That is an extreme compliment to me for sure. I bet you say that to all the YouTubers, wouldn't you? For sure. I will take your word as your word. I am not skeptical of you, Richard. You were a great captain once, and you will be a great captain again in your dreams for sure. I don't mean it, Richard. I don't mean it at all. I play with my toy trains at home. That's my dream for you. Very glorifying for sure. Same. Ah, yes, that is going to be my next baby metal reaction for sure. The Stephen Colbert Show, Legend 2015. Which let me open this link. What song is that, Elvis? Oh, Line. Yes, I've not heard Line. I don't believe. It is incredible. Yes, it's a very small stage, which I think I'm going to enjoy for once. I did say in my last music video, Megitsuni, that I appreciated the band and the people up front being together in that close proximity. But then I was told it's not really the band; they were imposters for sure. And that ruined my illusion, indeed. I like the rawness of it. Yay! Yes. Oh! No! You said line! Oops. That is terrible. For you! For me! Oopsie, indeed. Inye! I am very crappy to me, for sure. Thank you for the correction. At least I don't have to say it in my reaction video now. Although by the time I record it, I'll probably forget. It will be exposed in my memory, taken out and thrown away. If I say line in the video, I hope you chuckle at my crimes, but I'm sure I will not make that blunt a mistake ever. I am a great philosopher. I see what people don't see because I am invisible. I am anonymous, which means I see everything, which you don't. That gives me powers. That gives me great presence. Omnipotent, omnipresent, omni knowing. Will make me look very wise on the reaction. Yes. I always strive to be the wisest person in society. The wisest person in society gets to become the king. That's what I discovered. So I hope you vote for me and I will be the monarchy for sure. You are spicy to me. You are very spicy to me. You have lots of spice for sure in your content. I'm climbing up the mountain to procure the biggest chili in existence for you. Here we go. We travel and we see what you don't see. We travel around the world. We travel indeed. We travel everywhere for you. Indeed. Happy Thanksgiving! So, I'm very sorry for that commercial break. Now we are back in action. And I'm dying again. Wow. I'm getting old for sure. I've gotten older in the last 2 weeks. Maybe I'm ill. Maybe I have diabetes, maybe I have asthma. Maybe, just maybe, I am a troll. A great big troll in society. I look like a mummy, I look like a pharaoh. I despise all fairies because fairies do not exist. Ah, yes, Elvis. I do owe you Yava. For sure. That was going to be after my Stephen Colbert performance. Indeed! No worries to you. I might do it today. I might do it very soon after this stream. Yava. Tell me what is great about Yava. 7 likes. Ah! Hello to you. I pray to you. I speak to you. I give to you. I provide to you. I give you peaches to drink and oranges to drink and banana to drink. So, Yava is outstanding. Well, I did not expect anything less from Bobby Metal. Did Bobby Metal perform on one of your ships, Richard? That would be extraordinary for sure. Can you imagine them on a ship performing top deck? Everyone would be blown off the ship into the sharks because the sharks would come for the performance and they know they will be waiting eagerly. They know everyone's about to get blown off thanks to the raw power of baby metal. Richard, Richard, it really did not feel like 10 minutes you were away. Your mother called and I missed about 10,000 minutes. I hope your mother is well, Richard. I hope she is very well for you. Yava is amazing. Everything baby metal is amazing. You need to get these all in before the third album drops. Ah! When is the third album dropping, Elvis? Let's search it, shall we? It was not that kind of ships. Richard, I had a visual imagery of you in my mind of these amazing cruise ships. Richard, what do you do to me? What kind of ships were they? Wait, did you mention already? You said one was a merchant ship. How crazy can a merchant ship get? These must be very funky merchants for sure. Where are we? Baby. It's hard to type with my gloves. Metal. New album. Let's see. Metal Resist. That is not a new album. That was 2016. News. Let's check the news. Baby Metal confirmed that a new album is coming this year. Oh yeah, someone told me Baby Metal announced a new album and new shows on April the 1st. And I thought they were going to say April the 1st, they did an April Fool's joke by announcing a new album. But no, it's apparently true. Freighters research and platform supply ships. Ah, let's search a good old freighter, shall we? Combi Freighter 3850. Fun facts about freighters. Listing freighter now on the tow. Lake freighter, combi freighter. Travelers are taking no-frills cruises, freighter passenger voyages, freighter travel specialists in cargo. I wonder the things you found on those ships, Richard. Merchant marine just means commercial ships. Ah. This is great. 20 years of your life. You should be very proud of your crimes, Richard. These are the types of ships that carry all the cargo for businesses, aren't they? Stacks and stacks of cargo of very criminal treasures, for sure. Let's read Enemy. NME. More like I worked with Steve Sisso from The Life of Aquatic. Who is this guy? It's so many things I have to search now. Let's witness. Steve Sisso. Um, you spelled his name wrong, Richard. It's Steve Zissou. Zissou. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou is a 2004 American comedy drama film directed, co-written, and co-produced by Wes Anderson. Budget $50 million. Box office $34.8 million. A great movie, Elvis. I am proud of most of my crimes. Wow, Elvis is in disbelief. No one sees that one. Have I heard of it? I'm not sure. Not sure. Not a very unique sounding name, but internationally famous oceanographer Steve Zissou and his crew, Team Zissou, set sail on an expectation to hunt down a mysterious, elusive 55% on Rotten Tomatoes, but an 82% audience score. Set sail on an expedition to hunt down the mysterious, elusive, possibly non-existent jaguar shark that killed Zissou's partner during the documentary filming of their latest adventure. A young airline co-pilot who may or may not be Zissou's son, a beautiful journalist assigned to write a profile of Zissou, and Zissou's estranged wife and co-producer Eleanor joins them on their voyage. They face overwhelming complications, including pirates, kidnapping, and bankruptcy. I think bankruptcy is the worst of the lot, for sure. You know, when I was reading that description, I thought for a moment that it was non-fiction, that it was reality. But no, apparently it's a movie. A great filmmaker. Obscure movie, however. Let's get to this Baby Metal article by NME. Confirmed that a new album is coming this year. Ooh, that's a... Wait, is that an advert? Oh, it's not Baby Metal. That's an advert for 60 gigabytes of data by Vodafone. The band's first tour dates of 2019 have also been announced. The Japanese band, who parted ways with founding member Yui Mizuno. Who is this guy? AKA Yui Metal. Have I heard of this guy before, Richard, or is he new to me? Will follow up their 2016 LP, Metal Resistance, with the release, which will mark their third studio album. Is that it? They've been going on for so long. I kind of expected more than 3. Their self-titled debut was released in 2014. Is that it? They were with this other group before, Sao Gakuen. I said that completely wrong because I forgot what it was called exactly. But they were with this different younger group, and then they excelled further. Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Jeff Goldblum, Angelica Houston. Are these all people in the film that you spoke of? I did not see them. Hang on. IMBD. That's crazy if it has all those people. I see Bill Murray. Do I see Owen Wilson? Hmm. Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Kate Blanchett. How could you forget Kate Blanchett, Richard? Galadriel, for sure. Oh, she is the mistress of death in Thor Ragnarok. Angelica Houston. Willem Dafoe. How could you forget Willem Dafoe? The Green Goblin. Jeff Goldblum, Michael Gambon. How could you forget Michael Gambon? Isn't he Dumbledore from the Harry Potter movies? Yes. Noah Taylor, no clue. No clue about these others. Wow, quite a lineup. For sure. Buckethead discography. That looks like a very funky character. He literally has a bucket on his head. The Royal Tenenbaums is in my top 50. Never heard of that one either, Elvis. Yes, they are. Yui is the one who left for health reasons. Don't trust Google for baby metal info. Get it from your comment section. Oh no! Error! He left for health reasons. What does it say in the article? I have begun not trusting mainstream media for sure in recent times. So many inaccuracies about the things that I do know about. The things I do know about, and I've seen articles on them, incorrect, misleading, not true in most cases. Parted ways with founding member Yui back in October. Would follow their 2016 Metal Resistance with the release. Third studio album. Baby Metal have today announced that their latest record will be released in 2019, marking what is known as Fox Day in the Baby Metal universe. The band also announced their first tour dates of the year. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. They have killed the Moonchin King! He is still alive for me. Hit reload, Elvis! Okay. Oh, very sorry to you, Elvis. Could you still hear me, however? Maybe it's the internet connection of you. It might not be down to me if Richard is not experiencing the problem also. The band will play at the Yokohama Arena on June 28th, with the shows being called Baby Metal Awakens. The Sun Also Rises. Before 2 dates at the Port Messi Nagoya on July 6th to 7th. Baby Metal Rises Beyond the Moon. Interesting that they call each date a different title for the show. I'm guessing this isn't the actual tour. Usually when you have a tour, it's just one name throughout all the dates. But this seems to be 2 separate shows on 2 dates have the same show. And then later on in July, 2 more dates, a different show. I can now, but you had died. I thought the CIA or FBI had come to get you. Well, Elvis, that is a great concern of mine for quite a few years now. I hope that does not become reality. That's why I don't show my face through my window. They'll be onto me for sure. That's why I have my curtains firmly closed, indeed. They will be big shows, unlike the smaller venues. Smaller venues, Elvis! I don't think I've seen any small venues by Baby Metal. Ever. You say crazy things to me, for sure. Further details about those dates will be announced in due course. Singers Sue Metal and Moa Metal will lead Baby Metal. Why does Sue Metal have the dash between Sue and Metal? But Moa Metal does not have the dash. Is that just the article getting it wrong? Or is that actually how it's supposed to be? Sue Metal, but then it's Moa Metal as one word. I suspect you are really Charlie Sheen trying to make a comeback. A comeback, a death for sure, and a revival as a new symbol in the world. Wow, now my aunt called. Richard, you are very popular today, for sure. Stay off Google! You do not trust Google one bit. That is for sure. Google is an enemy of Richard Townsend. No, they just all need something. Everyone wants something from you, Richard. That's for sure. You should bake them all a very nice pie or a fluffy cake, and send them in the post. Then they will not come for you. They will be too preoccupied with your juicy cake. Very delicious for them. Nice and peace for you. Sue is short for Suzuka, whereas Moa is just Moa. Ah, Suzuka and Moa. Well, since Suzuka shortened her name, I think it only makes sense that Moa should lengthen her name. Maybe she should change her name to Mozuka or Moazuka. That would be very extraordinary performance. A fish pie? Yes, I could send you a fish pie in the post, and then you cut it up and send it to your relatives. Also, very juicy, very moldy by the time it reaches you. But it will be worth it, the taste for sure. Taste is what matters. Singers Sue Metal and Moa Metal will lead. I will just finish this article. Richard, I might as well. They will lead Baby Metal going forward following Yui Metal's departure last year. The group's first track since Yui Metal's exit, titled Starlight, was released back in October. Wow, this is a crazy image I'm seeing. I don't know what video this is. Wow. This black substance going over this animation guy's face. I'll have to look into whoever these guys are. Maybe do a reaction to that video. Crazy for sure. During her absence, both Sue Metal and Moa Metal, as well as the entire staff team, had been preparing for her awaited return. Baby Metal's statement about Yui Metal's departure read, Yui Metal came to a decision that she will not be performing at Baby Metal World Tour 2018 in Japan, and that she will no longer be a part of Baby Metal. Very tragic news, for sure. Could you imagine getting a fish pie in the mail? That would be really nasty. Elvis, I've received 0 complaints so far, so I think you are being very prejudiced right now. It's been a great tradition of mine every Christmas, for sure. I'm sure they will love it. We are Norwegian, and they eat a lot of fish. I can't stand it. You hate every fish, Richard, or just certain fish? I have a someone who comments on my Nightwish videos. It's someone the Fisher. They are very fishy to me. They have a channel I saw briefly of them fishing, and then they threw the fish back in the water. What was the reasoning? I was baffled beyond belief. You don't like cod. Cod doesn't smell of fish. It's very plain tasting. But then there's mackerel. I definitely adore mackerel. But then you have to be wary of the bones. Bones is the worst part to me. I'm hoping they do a North American tour August to September. That's very specific. Well, actually, it's 2 months. But I hope they do also. Then you will get a chance to see them. I don't suppose a UK tour is very much on the horizon, but who knows? Maybe they will be here in good time. They have to do a US. I'm in Florida and missed them last time they played in Tampa. Ah, Richard, I'm very sorry to you. Hopefully you'll get the chance next time, for sure. Imagine living without living at a baby metal concert. Tragic for sure. I do not eat seafood at all. If I was dying, I would, but that's pretty much it. Have you never tried seafood? Have you did you have a bad experience with fish in your life? It is ironic being on the sea so much that you don't eat fish or animals from the sea. Crazy captain for sure. Admirable captain. Noble captain indeed. Lutefisk is I've never heard of lutefisk. I know some people get put off things if they have a bad experience as a child, such as spiders, or they see people screaming and screaming, and then when they grow up, they also have the same phobia that their parents did. It gets passed on. But your family, you say, are Norwegian. They love fish. I hope no one slapped you with a fish as a child, Richard. That would be called fish abuse for sure. I'm going to Google lutefisk now. I have never heard of this in my life. Lutefisk is a traditional dish of some Nordic countries. It is traditionally part of the Norwegian julebord and Swedish julebord, which I don't know what that is either, as well as the similar Finnish juulupoita. It is made from an aged stockfish or dried salted whitefish and lye. It is gelatinous in texture. Ew, gelatine! Its name literally means live fish. Wow, that does not sound so bad to me. What is all the fuss? What does it taste like? It's somewhat notorious, even in Scandinavia, for its intensely offensive odor. Wow. If it's made from cod, but if it's prepared from pollock or haddock, it emits almost no odor. That's very astonishing to me. I thought cod was the least fish smelling of them all. Very mild, and the white sauce is often spiced with pepper or other strong tasting spices. Isn't all sauce seasoned with pepper? That's not so unusual. Balnut, rackfish, sustorm, pinicochotti, lefzi. Ah, Such new things I learn. Ah, 130 subscribers. Great job for me. Happy Thanksgiving! But I actually reached that, I think, yesterday. I got to 131 at least. And then I checked again earlier and I was on 129. Even without uploading. I think maybe people who are subscribed for other bands maybe get fed up when I upload Baby Metal, Bandmate, Nightwish, X Japan. You know, my people who might have subscribed for Oasis or Queen or One OK Rock or whoever. That's why it's important to get a balance. Because although I'm seeing these popular ones now, Nightwish, Baby Metal, Bandmate, I'm sure there are some people who subscribe to me who did not subscribe for those specifically, and it might turn them off. So I do need to bear in mind to pay attention to other requests I've seen also. I found out about them a month after they played. Yes, I am. Have eaten it. Oh, you mean Baby Metal? You only. That is great timing for you, Richard. How the world is ironic, for sure. Great irony, Mother Nature laughs at you. At us all, she laughs. Yes, have eaten it before. It's just disgusting to me. I don't know why. Monty Python has a skit called The Fish Slapping Dance. I'm going to assume, Richard, that the fish slapping dance traumatized you as a child or some point in your life, traumatized you beyond comprehension. You lost your soul, you lost your mind. All rational thinking was thrown into the sea, and you had a vendetta against fish of every side, taste, and texture ever since. Jul is Juli in Norwegian, so it is traditional at Christmas. It tastes like Lodini. You have said three things that I have no understanding of, Richard. Jule, Yuli, and Lodini. So I'm sure you can imagine I made great sense of what you just told me. I'm very appreciative of all that you do in the world of the fish market. No, only baby meta, says Elvis. I would probably grow quicker in the baby metal community, but maybe not also. I got thousands of views, and yet only 130 subscribers. It's very difficult to grow subscribers, even worse than views, it seems. Unless you do sub for sub, which I have not done on this channel at all. Completely organic. But if you did do that, I think it would be very easy to grow higher. It's just that they won't engage and you'll have dead subscribers for sure. And no one wants that, do they? It's bad for your mind, bad for your heart, and bad for your platform. Not at all. I love the skit. My mum is just a lousy cook. That I agree for sure. Men are the best cooks ever, says my mother. My mother says that herself, that men are the best cooks. So, and she is a good cook half the time, sometimes, a portion of the time, and the rest of the time, quite bland for you. I like lots of flavor. Maybe I've been having too much chili sauce lately, but everything tastes bland in my mouth. I'm serious. Too much chili ruins your tongue, for sure. Everything becomes bland after. Iodine. Who puts iodine in their food, Richard? Very chemical for me. Do they use that as a food dye, perhaps? Just have to find the right audience. I'm trying to get your baby metal videos on the Reddit thread. I did actually discover a Reddit thread for. There's a main page for Baby Metal, but there's also a reaction page, and I did notice some of my videos up there. So thank you to you, Elvis, if that was you for sure. Great to have things spread around and for people to enjoy. Not everyone will like you because some people are very bogus meanies like the boogeyman, but there will definitely be an audience out there. If one person likes you, why not two? And if two like you, why not four? If four people in the world like you, why not 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, or as in my case, 130 currently subscribed? Great job for me. Great job to all. For sure. You should shoot for like a Wednesday release. I don't understand you, Elvis. What do you mean? A Wednesday? Oh, it's Wednesday today. Do you mean release Baby Metal video today? Is that what you are suggesting? I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. I lose track of all time in this room. All space and time is just very bogus to me right now. Yes, I would do. I would do. The stream is a lot longer than I anticipated it would be, but I am very grateful to me for sure. Keep the baby metal. Don't let people bully you. Thank you, Richard. They are very mean to me. Well, actually, as I said in one of my recent reactions, my Japanese reactions, very good. Very good response. I get views, I get likes, very few dislikes, and all the comments are very positive, I think. But it's the bands I react to that are not Japanese where I get the most criticism. Dimash, I get like half of my, I get half dislikes, half likes, sometimes even more dislikes than likes. Nightwish, again, I've been getting criticism over there for Nightwish. So it seems the ones that aren't appreciative of Japanese bands or who aren't Japanese themselves, I think the people who appreciate Japanese culture or who are Japanese are more likely to appreciate what I do, which isn't that exciting, wearing a mask. But there you are. Sometimes, apparently, that makes all the difference. I think those are the type of people like you, Richard, who appreciate Japanese culture. You are more open to new things, I think. And Elvis, you appreciate these bands. You appreciate the uniqueness of these bands from your perspective, and you appreciate what new spices it incorporates into your lives. So when you see someone like me, it's not such a big deal as others. Although Nightwish, I think, is very similar to Baby Metal in that they mash two things which people in the West see as very separate, and they put them together, and it creates these extraordinary sensations for all. So you would think Nightwish appreciators would have a similar sentiment to the Japanese people who appreciate Japanese culture, but seems to be a little more bitter for some reason. Reddit does reaction Thursdays, so I can get you on the list. Is that on the main? I think I read that actually. I think last week I read that they do on the main Reddit page. They do a reaction, so I appreciate it for sure, Elvis. This is why you were called Elvis, indeed. You are very kingly to you. I am just a poor boy after all, from a poor family. I enjoy gold, I enjoy riches, I enjoy much attention for sure. Ijimi Dami Zatai! Don't tell me I said that wrong. The E is not pronounced, so it's Ijim Dam Zata! No more bullying forever! Great news, Richard. Great news. Maybe I should react to another of their performances one day. I made an exception for you. I did the no rain, no ramba because it was a very significant performance. That was Mikio's last ever, as I understand. And it was an emotional performance regardless. Rest in peace to you! For sure. I never even heard of Dimash before Rob K did them. I don't particularly care for him, but I wouldn't down thumb you for watching. Rob K, I'm actually subscribed to Rob K. Oh wait, you know this already because I follow him on Twitch and I saw you on the Twitch stream of Rob K. He was reacting to Michael Jackson Bucharest, the Dangerous World Tour, 1992. And it was just me and you in there, as I recall, actually commenting. He has almost 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. And he only has, I think, 100 and plus on Twitch. So it's very difficult to get people to move platform, for sure. If YouTube goes down, 5,000 subs gone, and then he's just left with 100 or so on Twitch. So even though it's important for creators to be on multiple platforms, the audience, the viewers still have their preference. They still have what they're used to. But if something were to happen to YouTube, then I suppose that audience would move over to Twitch. So they'd find him sooner or later, eventually. If YouTube were to self-destruct, that is. If not, then they're just never going to make that move, probably. I watch Rob K a lot, but now he's kind of just sitting. Richard, that's what he did from the beginning. Isn't that what he always did? Rob K is chasing the dollar. Well, dollars are for people made out of paper, after all. Very lovely. We are all made out of paper, for sure. Rob K was actually how I discovered One OK Rock and Baby Metal. I didn't watch the video, but I saw that it had a great community. I saw that those videos were popular, and I thought, well, why not discover them for my own? I didn't watch the video, but I saw that it got a lot of people on there. So that's how I discovered Baby Metal. If it wasn't for Rob K, I wouldn't have listened to One OK Rock or Baby Metal or any Japanese band, probably. No, here the vowels are pronounced, and I appreciate the special reaction. It made me cry again. Ah, Richard, Japanese to me! What can I do for sure? I can never win, indeed, but that is the funky behavior I have come to enjoy for sure. Welcome, Casual Carolina Fishing. You are who I was mentioning earlier, who had a fishing channel, and I watched one of your videos, out of curiosity. Scenario! A welcome for sure. Your fishing video, you fished for a bass. Is it called a bass or a bass? A bass. And then you threw it back in the water, and I was bamboozled why you did not keep it to eat for your dinner time. I was very curious why you threw it back in the lake. I thought we were going to show you cooking a nice meal. The little ditch pickle. Is that what it was? I thought it was a bass. Or is that a type of bass? I've no clue about fishy time. You should stay away from Richard. He hates fish. He is allergic for sure. He gets much diseases if you feed him fish. If he even smells fish, he gets pimples and warts galore. I said it right the first time. Oh, no, I can't remember what I said, but I always say it the same, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Elvis, I think you are right. It's starting to show. No problem with trying to make some money, but make it worthy. I am actually on my way to being partnered. Well, to apply to be partnered. I'm actually over halfway the watch time. I've got so much watch time on this channel. Over 3 times. In 2 years, my main channel, how do I phrase this? On this channel, in 2 months, I got 3 times the watch time that I got on my main channel in 2 years. And 4 times the views. I got like 11,000 over there. 40,000, no, 50,000 now. It's in the title. So like 5 times. It's crazy how music brings people together where we wouldn't be together otherwise, for sure. Thank you, Casual Carolina, for sure. Good morning to you, and good afternoon to me. It's 4:10 where I am. So, approaching evening soon enough. Well, my voice is going for sure. I mean, Rob K always just sits in a chair in darkness. That's what I do as well, pretty much. I don't think, and technically I'm even less than Rob K because he actually has a face and I do not. And I know that's a problem for some, but I do like watching some of his reactions. I mainly stay for his Michael Jackson reactions, to be honest, which he does not very often anymore, thanks to copyright getting blocked worldwide. But there you are. So I do watch reaction videos myself, so I know what I'm looking for. And to be honest, it's not much. What I'm looking for is not much at all. As long as people, I will only put a thumbs down if they say something very negative. Otherwise, I'm probably not. If they are reacting to people who I enjoy, then I'm not going to put a thumbs down just because they wear a mask. It's not logical for me. I'm just glad that they are enjoying, appreciating something that I have enjoyed my whole life for sure. That's what matters to me. I'm a bit behind on the chat. Oh, you did. He used to be more unpredictable. Not now, not so much. I still like him and watch, but I actually anticipate guys like Munchin and Junio is awesome. Also, Joshua Towers. Thank you, Richard. I'm not familiar with Junio or Joshua Towers. Oh, sorry, Scenario. For sure. So I appreciate the time that you do give to a crazy fellow such as I, indeed. I hope to see you soon on my gaming, perhaps. Scenario does pop in on my gaming channel, The Moonchin Plays. I'm currently going through Red Dead Redemption 2, the story mode. Terrible for me. It's so slow, so tedious. Most of the game is just riding around the country constantly with nothing really happening. People talking. But it has when it comes to the action, it's a lot of fun. But I appreciate your commitment, Richard. But I suspect you have been watching Rob K for a lot longer than you've been watching me. So sooner or later, you might well ditch. What's the word? Ditch the ship. No, jump ship on me one day. But hopefully, I can make things continue to be anticipating for you, continue to be exciting for you. So that won't happen for some time, I hope. Your timing is crazy on my part because I have no time. Scenario, I've been streaming for, I've no clue. How long have I been streaming for? I would predict 2 hours just on my feeling, but I'm not sure. I hope to see you soon, my friend. I call bass ditch pickles because I'm a catfish fisherman usually. I'll have to see that for sure, Carolina Fishing. I thought you were a woman because I thought you were called Carolina. I thought that was your name. But watching your channel, I was surprised to find a very extraordinary man for sure. Are you bearded? I can't recall. If you were, that was a great surprise to me. But I never seen anyone catch a catfish before. So I look forward to that. I really wish I had more time, don't we all? Don't we all? We are all behind on time. Time is our most precious commodity. And look at you people wasting it on a white face like me. White face as in black face, but white face. The opposite, for sure. Oh wait, did I just give away my crimes? Or am I deceiving you? Maybe I'm a white person in white face. Makes more sense than two black Nigerian brothers, American Nigerian, Nigerian American, in whiteface with MAGA hats on, calling names to a fellow black actor, calling very racial names. Where is the sense? To you! That's great, you deserve it, as long as you keep the fire and enthusiasm. Thank you, Richard. I hope to provide for sure. I hope to give for sure. I'm not sure if Rob K does live streams like this. I don't think he does. I know he used to do live streams reacting to concerts, but he had a lot of trouble with that on YouTube. So he moved to Twitch and he does reactions over there. Do you follow him on Twitch, Richard? Perhaps you should. I know he does it fairly often, more than me, anyway. He reacts to bands that he can't react to over on YouTube. I think he does whole concerts, in fact. So that probably might interest you. Congrats on your 50k views. Thank you, Casual Carolina. I will do a dance for you. If you are still here, I have no clue. 50,000 views for me, 50,000 views for all, for sure. And here's the reveal. I hope that didn't frighten you to your grave, but here we are. I think I woke up the neighbors. What am I talking about? It's nearly 5 o'clock. They are not asleep, surely. Very lazy neighbors I have. For Satan. Now you're doing math. This is going everywhere. Lots of maths, great maths. Maths is good for your soda. Always have soda with maths. Wait, how do I scroll down? I'm trying. Here we are. Wait, now I'm too far down. It annoys me when I'm in people's streams and they don't read the comments fast enough and I'm doing it myself. How ironic to me. Just a quick hello. I think you left hours ago, Scenario. But farewell to you. Ah! And here, let's get back to the chat. That's great. You deserve it. As long as you keep the fire and enthusiasm. Yes, I hope I don't get worn out. I hope I don't become an old man one day. Imagine, just imagine, 30 years from now, a very dead Munchin for sure. Very terrible, very greasy, very hairy. That's what I want to witness. Great reactions all around. I don't mind if people don't appreciate the channel, but they still help me with their views, so it's all good. Even if I heard that even if people dislike a video, YouTube counts that as interaction. An interaction with a video is actually rewarded, so it all helps in the end. Every little juicy drop, and they have 90 others they can watch instead if they don't like what I offer. That's perfectly acceptable for you. I only hit the thumb down if someone is exceptionally rude or. Yes, exactly. I am the same also. When or if they really are on the opposite side of a point of view, which I feel very strongly about, which naturally you're going to dislike it. But this could be political, or this could be on your favorite dressing gown. If they're completely on the opposite end and you feel that strongly about it, then I would understand thumbs down. But to seek out a reaction to your favorite artist, your favorite music, favorite band that you enjoy, that you love, that you have a connection to, and then you thumb down because they're wearing a mask or because they are giving their comments on it as they are watching it, doesn't hold true for my methods, but everyone is different. Some people are very insane. Some people hate fish like Richard. Very insane for you. Some people are very passionate fishers like casual Carolina fishing. They hate each other for sure. They can't stand each other's presence. And yet here we are. Here we are indeed, brought together for my crimes. Very smelly fishies! For sure. I made a lovely fish pie, casual Carolina. I don't believe you were in stream when I mentioned that. I really need to be making a move on down this stream. You have personality. I want to see other people react to the things I like because then it is like I am enjoying something new again. Yes, that's really the essence of it because I think people also want to see it because they want people to like what they like also. It's sort of a I would say vain in a way because if you like something, you don't want to be the only one to like something in the world. You know, if you were the only person in the world to enjoy baby metal, where would the fun be in that? Where would the excitement be? The sense of community, the sense of a fandom, for sure. But to experience something new from someone's fresh eyes that they've never experienced before is a very inspiring thing indeed. A waste of time, really, but inspiring for sure. It's consuming. Consuming. People want to relive the good memories that they've had. They want to they want other people, they want to see the effects on different generations, the next generation. They hope the people they love are going to endure through the ages. They're going to have a legacy for everyone to enjoy. Music is timeless, after all. We should play GTA Online. I don't have GTA Online actually yet. I do intend to get it, but at the moment, Red Dead Redemption is taking up my gaming time. I've not even played it in a couple of days, but I stream that on my gaming channel. Very slow game. I'm only about 36% through the game. Such a slow game. I wish I'd gotten Spider-Man. But even from the beginning, I wish I'd gotten Spider-Man. Red Dead isn't my kind of game, to be honest. It's set, even in the period it's set, it's not something I would be seeking out. Marvel superheroes is much more my comfort level. Batman, I'm going to play Arkham Knight. Oh, that reminds me, I need to purchase that from the PlayStation Store for £10 because the expiry date of that offer is tomorrow. So I'll be buying that soon. Well, today, hopefully, if I remember. You live in North Carolina. I guessed Carolina must have been a place when I saw you are a man. I don't want to assume your identity, but I did. For sure! This is not wasted time, says Elvis. I knew someone would pick up on that, but I do it too. I do it too. The hours I've spent watching reactions myself, I know it's wasted time. It's definitely wasted time. Even if it's enjoyable, you might say time you enjoy is not wasted time, but there's two types of people. There's consumers and creators. Most people consume television, music, film. They are consuming everything. Very few people create and create constantly. Some creations require consumption, like what I do. I'm consuming and creating at the same time. I'm consuming new music and I'm creating a video at the same time. That's both. And a lot of art, for example, you need to consume at the beginning in order to create and be innovative and creative and a genius for sure one day. You need to learn the basics. You need to know the foundations. But to be a true artist, you need to be doing something new, something that hasn't been done before, I would say. But most people are just consuming everything. They go to work, they come back and sit in front of the television, consuming. And the people on the other side of the television, they are the creators. They're creating something to provide value to the hardworking people of the world who are very tired after their long graft for the day and week and months and years. So it's understandable for sure. Check out the free PB catfish in one day video. That one's I'm guessing that's your video. I will look for that title. How long is that video? No, how long ago was that video? Maybe I can just search it. Not wasted time at all. I put off meeting to watch this. Oh no, Richard. That's why it's wasted time. You put off your meeting. There are more important things. That's the point I was making, I guess. You could be we watch it to pass time. We watch it because we have a connection with the music and with the sometimes with the creator of the video, the reactor. I would guess anyone who is in the stream has some connection with me now because I'm not reacting to any music now. I'm just sat here. So clearly everyone who joins the stream and comments and stays and enjoys this regardless without the music, you have more of a connection than someone who just comes along to a video and then leaves and never watches me again unless I'm reacting to more of the music. So you could be more productive. But I'm very grateful, Richard, of course. If I convinced people to stay off my videos, I wouldn't have much of an audience remaining. So I'm just pointing out that in the time people are consuming content, they could be creating, they could be writing a book, they could be working with ceramics, pottery, painting, drawing, anything, acting, maybe, making short movies of their own to upload to YouTube. Who knows? I'm trying to be more of a creator and less of a consumer myself. All of my life, I've been a consumer. Most people have always been a consumer. They just they appreciate what other people have put out in the world. Talented people, skilled people, without realizing their own inner talents, their own potential. I know it doesn't take much talent to sit here as I am currently, but hopefully I'll get into new things once if I grow bigger. But also I'm intending to do other things in my own time. Well, it's ironic because this is taking up all of my time and I'm not creating the things that I've always wanted to create, and instead I'm sticking to what is arguably easier to do, uploading a quick reaction, and you get instant feedback. It's very addictive in that way. So you put off the other things that you want to do because you get instant reaction. You don't have to wait until you've written an entire novel or created an entire movie. It's right there, the reaction. And when you get positive reactions, it motivates you to keep putting them out in the world and for more people to discover, for sure. That's no, you are my only Twitch. Oh, good. I saw the dance for sure. I am so behind. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Richard. I'm glad someone appreciates my funky moves for sure. I only some. Hang on, where am I now? I am only. Thumb down for that also, casual Carolina. A fish pie, that sounds interesting. It was my first fish pie I've ever made, actually. Prawns. This is a nightmare what I'm describing for Richard, but prawns, mussels, salmon, and cod. It wasn't, well, actually, maybe it was frozen initially, probably, since it was in Sainsbury's packet, but no, it looked fresh enough for sure. That's why we Nightwish fans go around requesting people react to Nightwish. We want to get the band more exposure and hope to create new Nightwish fans. Yes! That is the idea. Create a greater community. If you create a greater community, more people will be enjoying Nightwish. More people will be talking about Nightwish. More people will be creating videos on Nightwish. So when people say they're not going to watch my videos again until I take off a mask, without the gimmicks, it baffles me for sure. It's all about the community. Who cares really what you look like when you have 90 other reactions you could be enjoying? My theory is when you become a baby metal fan, part of the one, you become kind of a baby metal evangelist. That sounds very enlightening to me, Richard. That sounds like the pure mission of all that we should discover. Have you ever heard the word of baby metal? No. Let me introduce you to Gimme Chocolate. Oh, I need to react to Gimme Chocolate. It will be coming, I assure you, on the Stephen Colbert US show, talk show. Are you on the road of resistance? It's not much resistance for baby metal. People welcome me to a great humble degree for sure in this community. Very nice indeed. Same as Bandmate, very nice. I first heard Nightwish from Moonchin. He is a public service. Exactly for you. That's the great thing about reaction channels. And yet someone said, I've said it already, but the criticism that comes my way sometimes. They don't appreciate the fact that my subscribers, people who view me, might not have heard of Nightwish either, and I'm introducing them to a new band that they might enjoy for many years. They might enjoy for just one video. You know, they might not become a crazy fan. They might just enjoy that one video for what it is and never seek them out again. But still, even if it's just for that one time, it's bringing a lot of entertainment, bringing their music to people who would not have heard it otherwise. And that is a very incredible procedure we have in the modern era. Very lucky times we are living in, for sure. The meeting wasn't that important. It was Skype, and I will do it this afternoon. You have become a friend. Thank you, Richard. You are very gracious to me. That's what I was saying. A friend for sure. If you are in the stream, if you comment often, I know without, without saying that you are here to stick around. You are here to appreciate what I have to offer. It becomes more than just about the music. And I think if you consider that I'm not showing my face, naturally people who stick around, it's probably going to be more than just the music and watching someone's face looking at it, because there has to be more to it than that if people are staying around. And, I know Casual Carolina Fishing is only very new to my channel since Nightwish, and already she has stuck around in the stream quite a while, and I haven't even got to half of her comments yet. I'm saying her! Why am I saying her? I forgot, Carolina. You are not a woman. You are a man for sure. So, it's great for me. I hope the meeting goes well. I hope it's very productive. Maybe it will be more productive in the afternoon than if you had it in the morning. Life is very ironic in that way, for sure. But you will never know now, since the morning meeting never existed to begin with. Yeah, reaction channels are like public service. Lol, it's pretty cool. Reaction channels are some of the most popular channels, and we get a bad rap, but people watch us. I created 3 channels all at the same time: a gaming channel, a review channel where I was reviewing comic books, and hopefully I was trying to do movies, but I never got around to it since my reactions got so popular in views that I continued with this. This was my focus, that I neglected making the movie reviews and the comic reviews. But I hope in about a month or so, I'm going to be very busy. But afterwards, hopefully I can stick to a schedule for sure. Everyone watches us. It's not my fault that I continue to provide to the demand. 8 videos back, I think. Really 8 videos. But not 8 Nightwish videos. 3 Nightwish videos back. That's the problem with reacting to lots of people. People are waiting for the next Nightwish. People are waiting for the next Baby Metal. And when it's littered with One OK Rock, Bandmate, Queen, Oasis, whoever else, I know it becomes cluttered. And I know it can be frustrating. And I think that's why people unsubscribe. But I think, you should be a little patient, because it's very difficult. I have lots of requests to do and lots of different people coming forward. And obviously I'm going to prioritize the bands that have the most views, that are the most popular, that have the biggest community here on my channel. So they are Baby Metal and Bandmate, now Nightwish, One OK Rock also. But I can't neglect the rest of them. So do be patient whilst I upload the people you don't wish to see, you aren't subscribed to see. But like Richard said, he hadn't heard of Nightwish before I reacted to Nightwish. So even if I produce someone different, do be intrigued to check it out also. You may actually enjoy it also. and be introduced to something spectacular like I have been, too. I mean, if you think about it, you're like me. People are requesting these people and I'm reacting. And you are watching me. But if you're just watching Baby Metal, just watching Nightwish, you're not going through what I am going through. You're not discovering all these different people that you could be enjoying for yourself. You are just watching the people who you enjoy. So nothing is expanding for you in that way. But I understand, as we said earlier, why people do it. I can't understand. Yes, Elvis, my voice is getting very sore. Usually after these streams, it does get quite sore. But even if I do have a drink right here, in fact. But I have a drink for sure. Fender, indeed. But I can't even drink it anyway, unless I can put it through the hole. I probably could, but it would be stuck for sure. But I'll be drinking long slurps after this. That is what I done. 8 likes, including me. Yes, I liked my own video. I noticed that if I like the video, someone else likes it straight afterwards. It gives them an incentive to like once they see someone else has liked already. Good trick that I have learned. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? I haven't been terribly active lately, but it's spring, so that will change soon. Oh, 8 videos back. Your fishy video. All right. I will look. I will watch it for sure. Catfish are very unique how they look, and I don't see many pictures of people with catfish, so very funky for me. Every reaction channel has their gimmick. Well, actually, Casual Carolina, most are very boring, I would say. Most are just sat there. Well, we all just sat here, and they don't say anything throughout. But clearly, that's why they get a lot of flack, reaction channels, because they do nothing. They are sat listening to music. And I understand that approach, but I try to comment the things I am thinking whilst watching the video. But then I get people complaining that I'm talking over the music. And I say, well, just go watch the original video then. So it's ironic because the criticism we get from the public as a whole or from YouTube as a whole is what people want to see. They want to see you just sat there saying nothing, apparently. Well, some people, it seems. What do I provide to you then if I am doing that? What is that you get from my video if I say nothing? I don't understand the logic behind that. So I did tone it down a bit on my recent Nightwish, but and that video actually was more popular in terms of likes. Got no dislikes. So that seemed to have worked, but yes, it's naturally what comes to me. I want to talk over it, and I understand. Even me listening, it takes away a little bit from the music. But especially when they're not speaking English, it's easy to talk when there's nothing for you to understand from the words. You can appreciate their emotion for sure and what they actually sound like. But in terms of the message, a great deal of the message is removed when you don't understand the language. So naturally, I want to talk during those times and to actually provide something in my videos. I might as well just leave a link, blank screen, just a link to the video. Go watch it for sure. That would provide just as much value otherwise. I don't mind seeing fish or watching it cook or people eating it. It looks very delicious. I just can't eat it without gagging. It's mental! Perhaps you should invest in a therapist, Richard. You might be missing out on some lovely flavors, such as mackerel and salmon. What's your favorite? What's the tastiest fish Carolina fishing? I'm guessing you actually eat fish also, and you don't just throw them back into the lake after you've caught them every time. I'm guessing you are a fish eater. To me, the tastiest fish is mackerel that I've tasted, but I've not tasted many fish. I've had cod, plain, haddock, plain, salmon, pretty good, much tastier than cod, and tuna also. Tuna has more flavor than cod, but still, compared to salmon, pretty dull. Compared to mackerel, pretty dull. That's about it in terms of fish that I've had. So, do recommend the tastiest fish ever. Mackerel is very oily fish. It's just the problem with mackerel is the bones. Bones. If it's packaged as a boneless salmon, you can be sure there's no bones. Packaged mackerel, boneless. There's always some bones. Always. I do wonder why. Very small bones it has, and it does put you off a bit. Like can you actually eat bones if you mash them up? If I mashed up the fish into like a paste or something, would I be able to eat the bones in that case? Or would it be lethal still? Terrible. You are still going. Oh, well, come on. I'm sorry I did not see your comment until now. I'm talking for ages for sure. At least I have something to talk about. Where are we? Oh, farewell, Elvis. I hope you have a very tasty, fishy lunch for sure. That would be very extraordinary. Richard, one day I'm sure you will sit down and have a lovely, lovely pan-fried fish for your dinner time, and you will love every moment of it, and you will be hooked forever, forevermore. One day, we can only hope you will come to your senses one day. Be enlightened for the fishy time. Hope to see you online. I'll probably be done by the time you come back, Elvis, but who knows? Who knows how long your lunch is? Very tasty it might be, in which case you will be gone forever. I have enough trouble keeping up with my one channel. I don't know how you run three. I actually have four. I had my main channel, which I had for 2 years now. But this channel and my other two I created at the same time. But it's very difficult to keep up. But this one was the one that got all the views, so this is what has been effectively my main channel for a while, for the last 2 months. Because this is where everyone has turned up. So, what can I do? What can I say? For sure. This kind of stream that you're seeing now is what I do on my main channel. So if you wish to have more streams like this, where I'm just sitting and talking to you all, do subscribe to my main channel. I don't think it's in my description yet, but I do put them in my descriptions for my previous videos. So do check in for sure. I know Elvis has subscribed. I saw him on my latest one. This is just a special video for 50,000 views. I might do one at 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 also. But then it might be every week. Well, I won't be getting that many views now because I'll be taking a break. Sort of a break. I don't know how it will work out, but I won't be gaining that fast, I suspect, as I have been. But my main channel is really for these sort of live streams you're in now. No! Or if you want to see me game, then I have my gaming channel. But it's very boring at the moment with Red Dead. Has any of you played Red Dead Redemption 2? Crazy slow. Not my kind of game, but I can appreciate the crimes for sure. A lot of time must have gone into making that game, but not for me overall. But because I started it, I'm telling myself I have to finish it, and I have gained a few people who enjoy it. So hi, casual. Take care, Elvis, for sure. Don't trip on a squirrel or a bunny rabbit. If you do, kill it and eat it. That is nature for you. Unless you are a vegan, in which case, happy Halloween to the meat eaters, for sure. Vegans are probably going to be the future of humanity, just like many movements we are seeing today are going to be the future. More and more people join, and it spreads across the community, and they pass it on to their children, and people die off. The meat eaters are going to die off, and more vegans will arise. The world will become a cabbage, literally, by the end of the century. That's my prediction. The pictures from space will show a great giant cabbage. Great soup for everybody. Everyone, you have to mix it up to keep everyone happy. And as the saying goes, if you try to keep everyone happy, you are very doomed for your scrambled eggs. Have a good day, Elvis. Have a good tea time indeed. Have a good life also. If I never see you again, it's very possible. Who knows how the world works for me? And yesterday was my daughter's birthday too, by the way. I heard it was someone's birthday yesterday, Anne's. But when just reading that now, I misinterpreted. I thought you meant it was your birthday, Casual Carolina, and your daughter's birthday, born on the same day. How extraordinary for you, indeed. Has that ever happened, ever? Or is that a rule that nature does not endow upon its younglings, I wonder? I watch other bands too. I have found other bands. Who other bands do you enjoy? If you are still in the stream, I'm probably an hour behind. Let's try and skim through some of these. Except I cannot because my voice is dead now. Fender Cup, are you a guitarist too, Moonshin? Well, actually, it actually broke yesterday. During one of my reactions. I can't remember which one. It was probably Nightwish. It fell off my desk and on the floor, and somehow my plastic lid got chipped very largely. Somehow plastic got chipped, falling off a very short table. I've had it for a couple of years. I do have a guitar over there, but I started trying to learn a couple of years ago, but I stopped, and now I'm doomed, basically. I need to get into learning again. I know the basic chords. Well, I did. D, A, E, D minor, A minor, E minor. I went into G chord, C chord, and I think I went a little further. Is there a G minor chord? I don't remember. I think I went a little further, but that was basically it, what I learned. This was years ago, and I just haven't got. I stopped when I was doing my very important work, and then during the summer holidays, it was hot and sticky, and I just didn't get back into it somehow. And now I really need to get back into it. But now I'm wasting my time with you guys, with YouTube videos. This takes up my time. So I really need to get into learning the guitar again because it's something I've always wanted to do. And I have the chance, but there's always something. This is my priority. The YouTube now. This is what I mean. There's always something you can be doing off the internet. But this is also creating for me as well as consuming. So hopefully I can make something over here. That would be great. For sure. All of my targets, I always fail. Learn guitar by this, learn these chords by this date, get through this tutorial learning guitar book by this date, make this many videos by this date, gain this many subscribers by this date, write this many words for my assignment. I always fail my targets, always. It's very demotivating to me. I'm very terrible in my brain. I cannot do it, for sure. I put things off forever. Wow, it's very even the things I want to do, I just can't sometimes get into the zone to do them. And then I try to prove to myself I can do them by doing those things I want to do before the things that I have to do. And then the things I have to do get put off even longer, and everything just gets worse, for sure. That is my life to you. Great people were born on that day. Casual. That's very true. Very true. I cannot deny it. I have no evidence to deny it. My son's birthday is Friday. Ah, how old is he? Tell him happy birthday to you! For sure. I think the Navy like to send me out to deployment at the same time of the year. Ah, Richard was in the Navy too. He was the best Navyist in the galaxy. He told me all about it. He is very proud for you. He was the greatest captain the world has ever known. That's what he told me in his own words, I assure you. Very crazy times he had. Very crazy groups of people he encountered. He was mutinied once indeed, but he got out of it. He earned their trust again after he got knocked overboard, and he had to find a way out of that one. But luckily, he rode a shark to the nearest shore, and then he blew up an underground den full of alcohol, rum indeed, and then a passing ship saw the great smoke rising to the heavens, and he was saved once more. It's a phenomenal story of Richard's life. You should look up, you should write a biography, Richard. A memoir, as they call it. I'm so behind. Where am I? Ah! Gloves are useless for a keyboard. Casual, that is too funny, Suzanne. The whole point is that it is called a reaction video. Don't you dare change a thing. Wow, I'm really behind, Richard. Yes, I was mentioning before, throughout this whole stream, in fact, they want you to sit and do nothing. But yes, a reaction is a reaction. Even if it's just a vocal reaction, that's still a reaction. A facial reaction is a reaction, but without it, you still have something. If I was going to be quiet throughout the whole thing, the least I would need is a face. But as I don't have a face, it makes sense that I talk more often than a usual person would, perhaps. Otherwise, you have no value. I love crappy. You are very crappy to me. Not heard of crappy fish before. Richard is on the impression that every fish is a crappy fish. That is for Satan. He feels like crappy whenever he eats fish. And catfish. Oh, you are responding to my tastiest fish. I will have to search these for sure. I'm not sure if you can buy them in an ordinary supermarket in the UK. I'll have to, or certainly not the small ones. Maybe the big ones have them. I will have to discover one day. I got bigger problems than seeing a therapist about my fish phobia. Oh, Richard. Richard! That's very understandable to you. Maybe all of your problems in your life stem from your fish phobia. Have you thought about that possibility? Fish stays with you, the stench forever after all. Maybe it's a knock-on effect. Your phobia of a fish affects your relationships, your happy families, your friendships, your work, and your meal time, most crucially, of course. Do I have a Facebook page? The answer is no, Richard. I do not have a Facebook page. I have a Twitter page. I don't think you have Twitter. Someone mentioned they don't use Twitter. Twitter! But they followed my Twitch nonetheless. Thank you to you. If I get big enough, I might create a Facebook. That would be useful because I will be posting things from every channel. But that would get quite messy also. But like on my Twitter, I share links to my gaming, my reactions, and everything. So that's like my hub. My Twitter is my hub. If you wish to see all of my content, it's on there in links. So I hope that you see me for sure. But if I grow a bigger base, then I hope people will follow me on Facebook if I make one. I've made a Twitch and I don't have many people crossing over to that platform. So I need to have a lot, I think, a big subscriber base to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, I'd have a dead page, I think. Even my Twitter, I think only my good friends are over there from YouTube. Most of it, I think, is follow for follow, it would seem. The meat eaters will just eat the vegans. Cannibalism for sure. That would be a sight to see. The meat eaters will have an overabundance of meat because everyone is converting their crimes. So they will have much more. Well, will they have much more meat to them? Because the farmers will lose their profit. They will lose their money. Maybe the farmers get destroyed and then there's no meat for anybody. Who knows for me? It depends how many people in the world become vegan, I suppose. Lots of lost business for you. Ah! Lol, Richard. Lol, thanks. He'll be 29 years old. Wow! That's very old. I assumed he would be, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. But here we are, 29. Be careful of your son. He is about to go very crazy as he enters his 30th year. 29th year into 30. Once he reaches that, madness will dawn on his crimes. Madness, I tell you! Alright, never said anything about riding a shark. Don't deny it now, Richard! I heard every word. I absorbed every crime during your boastful speech about your life. It was extraordinary, the tales you told me, for sure. Wait, where are we? Where are we? Going on, what's going on? I hear shark riding is all the rage these days. Yes. If you ride a shark, you are the king of the sea. That's why everybody's scrambling to swim with a shark, to earn their trust, their compassion, and their humpy back, so they can ride them through the waves. Very triumphant will that they be. It will unlock Poseidon's fork. What's it called? A spear, fork, trident, that's the word. The trident of the sea of Poseidon will be unlocked for you if you ride with the shark successfully. LOL forever! I need to head out, Moonchin. Enjoyed chatting you chatting for a while. Hope you all have a great day. Take care, Casual Carolina. Take care for sure. Happy Thanksgiving to your crimes. Thank you for joining me, for staying with me, for chatting your inconsistencies in your murder timeline. I'm very grateful for your crimes. Farewell, my Munchin. Take care, my Munchin. Oh, I can't even do that laugh right now. Ah! Ah, these are touchy subjects for sure. Riding a shark is very, very controversial topic at the moment. Some people really, really do not want the competition. That's all it's about. They don't want the competition. They want the fork for their own purposes. So they don't want anyone else getting a part of that pie. They don't want the glory for others. They cannot be happy for me. Boastful speech. Yes. You boasted about the squids, the sharks, and the octopus. They came on deck, and you were such an amazing captain. You taught them, you trained them to take control of the ship themselves. They did a fine job. Not the shark, the meat thing. Can a person not eat shark, Richard? I thought shark was a great delicacy in the US. Millions of sharks every year get cut. No, maybe I'm confused. I saw Gordon Ramsay do a program somewhere in the world where they fish for sharks and then cut their fins off. China, that was it. And then they throw the sharks back into the water, still living, but with their wounds cut, fins off. And it was terrible to see because they have fin soup as a delicacy in China. And Gordon tried it, and it does not even taste of anything, he said. But it's a delicacy, a tradition for the highest people in society. They love it's a symbol of their notoriety, of their success. Neptune's trident. I think we believe in different gods, Richard. I'm pretty sure it is Poseidon's uh, trident, as we witnessed in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Didn't they change the name of that? It was called something else. Or maybe that was the original. Actually, I'm glad you are not understanding. Better for you and for us. For sure, for sure. Wow. I did I did hear recently that Greg's introduced a vegan sausage roll, and in the comments every meat eater was losing their mind for sure. Neptune isn't a god, he is the king of the sea. Ah, Poseidon is a god, however. So I thought Poseidon was the king of the sea, but Poseidon is definitely a Greek god. So that's very confusing to me. Neptune. Let's see. Is he from DC comic book or something? I know Marvel have the Aquaman and DC have their own equivalent. Not sure what he's called. Neptune, King of the Sea. Mythology. Neptune was the god. Neptune was the god! But it is Wikipedia. But usually they don't get this. Ah, look what comes up, Richard. People also ask, who is the king of the sea, Neptune or Poseidon? What is the difference between Neptune and Poseidon? Neptune, Roman god of the sea. So he is Roman. Poseidon is Greek. So Different gods we believe in, it seems. That's okay. Many religions allowed on my channel, as long as you don't um, slander each other too much. That would be very tragic for me. Dep- Depends on who you talk to. Whatever! He's the guy we are scared of at sea. You didn't mention. So, when you were captain and prior, you didn't talk about Poseidon, you talked about Neptune. Did you go through any terrible weather at sea? Like in the crazy movies, such as, well, I can't think right now. I'm sure it was worse back in the days when they had the sails flopping about. But I'm sure the ships now are very, very adaptable, very strong ships today. But has there been any scares for you at sea regarding the weather? I'm sure you must have had something in 20 years. Ocean storms and earthquakes were a reflection of his demeanor. Being the persistent type, Neptune summoned Delphinus, the Dolphin King. Never heard of the Dolphin King before. That's new to me. Surely there must be a Shark King. Very vicious. For all life. Let's see. Neptune is more of a sailor thing. Yes, I was in a storm for 5 days. In the Bermuda Triangle. My first ship. 35 to 40-foot wave. Well, Richard, we all know what the cause of that was, don't we? The Bermuda. What brought you to the Bermuda Triangle? I did not expect you to have ever visited the Bermuda Triangle. Are you trolling me, Richard? Or are you someone much more important than you make out to be? Are you an alien, Richard? Were you trying to escape some headquarters over there? My new theory is that you must be someone from another planet for sure. Either that, or you were going to rescue a captured inmate at Area 51. The ship he was on. It was a spaceship for sure. I know what you mean, Richard. I know what you are trying to imply to me. Ships go through it all the time, delivering very high-tech machinery, weapons, and gadgetry to the Area 51. Wait, is Area 51 where the Bermuda Triangle is? I'm not confused, am I? We were going from Barbados to Norfolk, Virginia. Another theory is that the waves were man-made. They were created by the government to cover up their true location. They created these waves manually to divert your course away from things you should not have been looking at, indeed, or to just kill you. That does the job also. We were going from Barbados to Norfolk, Virginia. That's quite a trip, I would assume. Happy holidays, happy times, I'm sure. I'm glad you made it out, Richard, or I would never have encountered your crimes in my life. How time works for all. If people survived the Titanic, I might have been meeting them today. They might have been watching my streams today, over 100 years on. And I think 7 years. Plus, it's the desert in the southwest. The Bermuda Triangle is just a crazy weather vortex. Ah, Area 51 are you referring to? The desert in the southwest. The Bermuda Triangle. I'm surprised people bother with the Bermuda Triangle. Why bother your lives, for sure. I think I'll be ending the stream soon, Richard, since it seems to be just you. Even though three are watching, but one of them includes me. And I have been going for quite some time. And my voice is going a bit dead for you. Bermuda Triangle. Wait, let me witness for sure. Anna! Kids got to go. I did not know you were here, Anne. Thank you for being here for sure. You look after your kids. You look after their diapers. You change them every day because you are a very proficient parent for sure. Very good job to you. Remember to feed them lots of fruit and lots of mayonnaise and chocolate cookies. That's all a child needs, really. Your 30-year-old children. Very extraordinary times. Aliens! Yes, either controlled by aliens or a secret society or agency, man made. Which one is more believable? You tell me to you. You tell me to all who may exist. If an alien attacks me, I have my spicy chilies for sure to squirt in their eyes and their noses and their ears and of course their mouth. Destruction for sure. I'll make a movie one day where aliens are exploding thanks to chili sauce. And I hope you watch it. The greatest movie ever. Great premise I just invented. So that will be the end of the stream. Thank you all for joining me to celebrate 50,000 channel views. I hope I did not lose subscribers watching this. But here we are. I actually gained one a while ago. I will leave you. Scenario, what are you doing here? I thought you left ages ago. Farewell, Scenario. I'm sure you said that last time you commented. Good job, for sure. I will let people leave in their last comments and we will go from there. This is my life for you. This is my crime for you. This is my purpose in the world. Good, good, good. Farewell, my Munchins. Great day to all. Richard, Scenario. And if you haven't left, but I'm sure you are very deep in Poopy Children right now. That song should be a jiggle. It should be, if only I could remember what it was I just sang. Farewell, my Munchins. Take care. My Munchins. Ah! Very dead to me.